Have you ever wondered what would happen if Earth had two moons instead of just one? Would such a change cause bizarre effects on life here on our planet? Imagine a world where the night sky isn't just lit by one but two natural satellites. With their constant movement across the sky, this could change everything we know about the natural world. Our moon has been a constant companion to Earth for billions of years, and its influence on our planet is profound. From controlling tides to stabilizing Earth's axis, the moon plays a crucial role in keeping our world in balance. But what if Earth had a second moon? What effects would this have on Earth's tides, our climate, and even the way we live our lives? Imagine that our planet wouldn't just have one moon on every night, but two. This would be a world full of unasked questions, full of hypotheses and possibilities that we've never even considered. Before we dive in, if you find this topic interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exciting future videos. Now let's explore the strange and fascinating world of two moons. Our moon isn't just a silent satellite lighting up the night sky. In fact, the moon plays an extremely important role in maintaining the balance of our planet. While it may appear to be a static object in the sky, its gravitational pull affects various natural processes on Earth, many of which we rely on every day. One of the most significant impacts of the moon is its effect on the tides. The moon's gravity exerts a strong pull on Earth's oceans, causing them to rise and fall in a regular cycle. This phenomenon, known as tidal forces, not only affects the oceans, but also plays a crucial role in marine ecosystems, providing the movement of water that supports countless species. The ebb and flow of tides affect life along coastlines, from the smallest marine organisms to the large animals that live in these habitats. Additionally, the moon stabilizes Earth's axial tilt, which is vital for maintaining a stable climate. Without the moon, Earth's axis could wobble more drastically over long periods, leading to extreme climate shifts. The moon's gravitational pull acts as a stabilizing force, keeping the planet's tilt at a relatively consistent angle, which allows for the regular seasons and predictable weather patterns that life on Earth depends on. The moon also plays a role in maintaining the overall orbital stability of Earth. Without it, our planet would experience more extreme changes in its orbit, which could lead to unpredictable climate changes over millions of years. The relationship between Earth and its moon is thus fundamental in ensuring the conditions that support life as we know it. So, what would happen if Earth had a second moon? How would the tides, the climate, and the stability of our planet change if we had more than one natural satellite pulling on our oceans and atmosphere? If Earth had two moons, the first obvious change would be in the tides. With two moons, the tidal forces acting on the Earth would become much more complex. Currently, the moon's gravity causes regular high and low tides that occur twice a day. But if we had another moon, the timing and intensity of these tides would no longer be predictable. The forces of two moons would likely lead to tides that vary greatly in height, making coastal regions much more susceptible to extreme tidal events. Some areas might experience higher than normal tides, while others might face more frequent or stronger surges. The natural balance of ecosystems, especially in tidal zones, would likely shift. Another dramatic effect would be on Earth's rotation and its orbital dynamics. The moon currently acts as a stabilizing force, slowing down Earth's rotation gradually over time. However, with two moons, their combined gravitational influences could have a more substantial impact on Earth's spin and axis. The additional moon might speed up or slow down Earth's rotation in an unpredictable manner. Over time, this could lead to changes in the length of days, potentially shortening or lengthening them, which would have significant impacts on everything from animal behavior to human activities. Moreover, the presence of a second moon would likely cause orbital instability for Earth. Currently, the gravitational pull of the moon stabilizes Earth's orbit. With two moons, their competing gravitational forces could push Earth's orbit into a more erratic pattern, possibly causing changes in climate over time. A change in the axial tilt, or the angle at which Earth orbits the Sun, could result in dramatic shifts in global weather patterns, creating more extreme seasonal changes and possibly even altering the natural balance of Earth's ecosystems. On a more visual level, a second moon would change the appearance of the night sky forever. With two moons rotating around Earth, there would be multiple phases and possibly even different sizes of moons visible from the surface of the planet. The night sky would be a spectacle of moving celestial bodies, and ancient cultures' interpretations of the sky and their calendars might have evolved very differently. If Earth had two moons, not only would the natural world be profoundly affected, but human life would also experience significant changes. One of the most immediate impacts would be on our biological rhythms. The presence of two moons would alter the light levels during the night, changing the dynamics of sleep and circadian rhythms. Our biological clocks are already influenced by the moon's phases, with its light affecting melatonin production and the sleep-wake cycle. With two moons casting different amounts of light, the regularity of our sleep schedules would be thrown off. Humans may struggle to adapt to this constant change in light, leading to disrupted sleep patterns, increased levels of insomnia, and overall health impacts. Another significant effect would be on agriculture. The cycles of planting and harvesting are intimately tied to the phases of the moon in many traditional agricultural practices. Farmers around the world already follow lunar cycles, with certain crops being planted or harvested according to the phase of the moon. With two moons, the timing of these agricultural activities could become far more complicated. The shifts in tides and the potential changes in Earth's rotation might create new challenges for farming, including increased flooding or droughts, and would force a rethinking of growing seasons and farming techniques. Additionally, the cultural and societal impacts of two moons could be far-reaching. In many societies, the moon has symbolic significance in religion, mythology, and folklore. It is a celestial body that governs not only the night sky, but also many aspects of life, including timekeeping, rituals, and even cultural identities. With two moons, ancient myths and modern beliefs would likely evolve in entirely new directions. New deities or mythological stories might arise, and cultures could adjust their calendars and traditions to align with the new cycles introduced by the two moons. Rituals tied to the lunar phases, such as weddings, harvest festivals, and seasonal celebrations, would be altered. Human psychological well-being would also likely be affected. The additional light and the unpredictable gravitational forces of two moons could create a sense of perpetual change in the natural world, leading to potential anxiety or stress for some people. The moon is already associated with moods and emotions in many cultures, and with two moons, this might amplify the effects of lunar phases on people's emotions and mental health. Finally, the impact on navigation could be notable. While today we rely on the moon for navigation at sea and in the sky, two moons would present a new challenge for navigation. Sailors and travelers who depend on celestial bodies for direction would have to adapt to the presence of an additional, constantly shifting moon, making their journeys more complicated. In essence, a second moon would disrupt more than just nature. It would affect the very fabric of human life, from sleep patterns to agriculture, culture, and even mental health. This new reality would force humanity to adapt in ways we can't yet fully imagine. If Earth had two moons, the changes wouldn't just impact human life, but would create astounding consequences for nature and the ecosystems of our planet. The shifts in tides and Earth's orbit would profoundly affect animal and plant life, as well as the entire natural world. The impact on marine ecosystems would be one of the first and most noticeable changes. The moon's current gravitational pull regulates the tides, helping sustain life in shallow seas. However, with two moons, the gravitational forces would become more complex, causing the tides to become irregular and much stronger. This would lead to more frequent and intense flooding along coastal areas, drastically altering marine ecosystems, particularly coral reefs and mangrove swamps. Species living in coastal zones, such as fish, crabs, and other marine creatures, would have to adapt to a constantly shifting environment with stronger and more unpredictable tidal patterns. Changes in Earth's climate and orbit would also result in unforeseen consequences. The moon currently stabilizes Earth's axial tilt, which contributes to a relatively stable climate. However, with a second moon, the combined gravitational forces would cause more pronounced shifts in Earth's rotation and axial tilt. This could lead to more extreme seasonal variations, affecting temperature and rainfall distribution across the globe. Regions that currently have stable climates, such as tropical rainforests or temperate grasslands, might experience more extreme weather, disrupting plant growth and threatening ecosystem health. Astronomical phenomena would also change dramatically. With two moons, Earth's night sky would be completely different. The presence of two bright satellites could create strange optical effects, such as halos or unusual light reflections, altering how we perceive the night sky. Many animals, particularly nocturnal creatures, depend on the natural cycle of day and night, and the additional light would disrupt their biological rhythms. Species that rely on darkness for hunting or hiding would struggle to adapt. The impact on terrestrial ecosystems would not be limited to coastal areas. Climate shifts could affect species living in forests, deserts, and tundra. Animals would find it harder to find food, and changing environments would force them to migrate or adapt in ways they've never had to before. Some species might thrive in the new conditions, but many others, particularly those with narrow environmental tolerances, might face extinction. Lastly, the gravitational forces from two moons could potentially trigger unusual phenomena such as increased earthquakes and volcanic activity. The constant pull from two moons could create greater stress on Earth's crust, possibly leading to more frequent tectonic shifts. This would be a drastic change, as the Earth's geological stability might be compromised by the additional gravitational forces. Throughout history, humans have imagined countless possibilities about the universe, and one of the most fascinating hypotheses is Earth having two moons. Not only in science, but in literature and films, this idea has inspired strange and intriguing visions of what such a world would be like. Scientific hypotheses about Earth having two moons stem from studies on the formation of natural satellites. Some scientists suggest that in Earth's early history, there might have been multiple smaller moons orbiting the planet. If one of these moons had survived or not been destroyed during various celestial events, it could have remained in orbit, becoming a second moon. There's even a hypothesis about creating a second moon artificially. With the advancement of space technology, some researchers have proposed launching an artificial satellite into Earth's orbit. This moon could serve a variety of functions, from a research tool in space exploration to a satellite regulating tides and the environment. Although still a theoretical concept, the idea of an artificial second moon sparks curiosity about how we might control or influence our planet's natural processes. In science fiction, the concept of two moons has been explored in various imaginative ways. Some stories propose that the two moons are the result of a cosmic war or an experiment by extraterrestrial beings. These fictional worlds create scenarios where Earth's two moons become central to the plot, affecting everything from the planet's weather patterns to the evolution of life. Another fascinating scientific theory involves the impact on Earth's evolution. With two moons, it's possible that life on Earth would have evolved differently. Tidal patterns, night cycles, and even gravity would change, possibly leading to different evolutionary pressures on species. Animals and plants might have adapted to different light cycles, or even developed entirely new forms of life in response to the unique gravitational forces of two moons. The gravitational forces of two moons could also create significant changes in Earth's environment that we haven't considered. If Earth had two moons, one could be in a stable orbit, while the other may be in a more erratic path, causing unpredictable shifts in tides, storms, and even Earth's axial tilt. This scenario would add a layer of complexity to how we understand celestial mechanics and the delicate balance that allows life on Earth to thrive. While these hypotheses are speculative, they open doors to a world of possibilities and forces that could dramatically alter the Earth we know. Imagining a world with two moons raises profound questions about the stability of Earth, the future of life, and our understanding of the universe. It challenges everything we thought we knew about celestial mechanics and the conditions necessary for life to thrive on our planet. One of the first questions that comes to mind is, can Earth maintain life with two moons? Earth's current system with one moon has allowed for the development of complex life, but adding another satellite introduces many uncertainties. Would the gravitational forces from two moons destabilize Earth's orbit? Could this lead to extreme shifts in the climate, affecting the balance of ecosystems? Or would the Earth adapt over time, finding a new equilibrium? What would the impact on the moon's role in stabilizing Earth's axial tilt be? Currently, the moon helps to regulate the tilt of Earth's axis, which plays a crucial role in maintaining a stable climate and predictable seasons. Would the presence of a second moon disrupt this process, causing more erratic climate patterns or making Earth's seasons more extreme? The Earth might become subject to unpredictable weather, leading to hardships for both nature and human societies. Another question that arises is, what about the long-term stability of two moons? In theory, the gravitational forces from two large bodies orbiting Earth could create a scenario where one of the moons is eventually ejected from orbit, or they collide. This instability could lead to drastic changes for Earth, including the loss of one of its moons, or even both, depending on the dynamics of their orbits. Could a second moon survive in Earth's orbit for billions of years, or would it eventually spiral out of control? Moreover, how would human society adapt to a world with two moons? The cultural, philosophical, and even psychological implications would be profound. Would we look at the sky the same way? How would our concepts of time and space change? What new myths, stories, and beliefs would arise from the presence of two moons? Our calendar, our celebrations, and our daily lives would have to adapt to this new celestial reality. The moon has long been a symbol of mystery and inspiration for cultures across the world. With two, how would humanity reinterpret its significance? And finally, how would the two moons affect Earth's gravitational forces in the distant future? The long-term consequences of two moons on Earth's gravity could be profound. If their combined pull causes significant shifts in the Earth's crust, it could lead to more frequent natural disasters like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Over time, this could alter the surface of the planet and the habitats for many species, including humans. These are just a few of the open questions we face when considering a world with two moons. The vast Unknown consequences of such a change highlight how delicate and interconnected the systems of our planet are, and how easily that balance could be disrupted. As we close our exploration of a world with two moons, we are left with more questions than answers. The mere thought of such a profound change to Earth's natural system leads us to reconsider our place in the universe and the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet. The idea of two moons raises intriguing possibilities, but also startling consequences. It forces us to confront the fragility of our planet's stability, a stability that, for all its vast complexity, is governed by delicate forces we barely understand. Could Earth maintain its hospitable environment with such an astronomical anomaly? Would the extra gravitational pull be too much for our planet? Or could life find a way to adapt to this strange new reality? As we reflect on the impact this change would have, we also recognize that we are part of a universe far more intricate than we might have imagined. The moon, as it is today, plays a critical role in our daily lives, from regulating tides to helping stabilize our climate. What might happen if we had another one? Would it enrich our understanding of the cosmos? Or would it bring unforeseen consequences? In the grand scheme of things, the idea of two moons serves as a reminder of the endless possibilities that exist within the vastness of space. It challenges our perceptions, opens our minds, and prompts us to think beyond what is known. It asks us not only about the physical implications, but also about the deeper philosophical and cultural shifts that such a cosmic change would bring. As we consider the beauty and wonder of the universe, we realize that even with just one moon, the world we live in is a constant marvel. But what if there were two? The answers to this question remain a mystery, but the journey of discovery, of contemplating the unknown, is part of what makes the universe so fascinating. If you enjoyed this journey and want to continue exploring the mysteries of space and the universe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking videos. Thank you for joining me in exploring the wonders of two moons, and I hope we can continue to question and learn about the cosmos together.